Hey there, Pretty Little Liars Army. I'm going to be talking about this episode of Pretty Little Liars that was on tonight called Driving Miss Crazy. You know what's crazy? There's only 3 more episodes left. So at the end of this month, hopefully all the plot holes and everything we need to know, we will figure out. Especially the biggest thing of all, who's AD? Okay, I have been thinking that AD is Ezra, but tonight, I kind of changed my mind, unless he has helpers, which obviously we know and expect for AD to have helpers, but when Oya was getting texts from AD, Ezra was right there, and he wasn't using his phone because he was sleeping or doing something else. But was that really AD one of AD's helpers? Because obviously if Ezra's AD, then it's one of his helpers. Texting her sometimes. Okay, I have no idea why this episode is called Driving Miss Crazy. The only things that I can think of with this being the name of the title is one, when Spencer's in the car and Maylee's hiding behind her. And obviously Spencer is driving. 2, maybe it's called Driving Miss Crazy because how there's a saying, "You're driving me crazy." Maybe it could be about a clue who AD is. Maybe it could be Spencer or her twin. Maybe it could be Oya or even her twin. Comment down below. Why do you think this episode is called Driving Miss Crazy? Okay, I'm gonna get into some of the details about what happened on this episode. Please continue watching this if you care about the show and want to hear what I say. At the end of this video, I'll say my favorite parts and what stood out. Oya and Ezra were taking dance lessons like he talked about on the last episode, and they weren't that great of a dancers if you ask me, but I did show them dancing for a little bit, and I'm sure it's not the last time they'll be dancing, even though it might be the only time on the show, I have no idea. And Ezra asked Oya if he stepped on her feet. She just said her shoes are too small, or high heels. For one, I don't think you should wear high heels when you're dancing. You should wear tennis shoes or very comfy shoes. Okay? Because you don't want to have your feet hurt. And right after they're done dancing, then they sit down. I hear both of them, their phones are making noises, and then Ezra walks away and Oya's talking to the person with her face being AD. And I want to know, is it a recording or is she actually talking to her face to face on a live thing? Also, Marcus, he wasn't in this episode as much this time, but he was talking to Hannah and Caleb about the flooding at Radley because he knows they're up to something. And they lied to him about them not being there. And since Hannah's mom owns the place, Marcus talked to Ashley, and Caleb even lied to Hannah's mom about that. If you want to win your girl's mom over, do not lie. Even though I ship Caleb, and I love Caleb and Hannah, but sometimes you have to lie, I guess, on this show. Allison's not on this episode because she's in New York visiting Jason. And I believe that Emily was talking to her on the phone on this episode. I hope that Jason doesn't die soon, but I heard rumors that he might, and that the next episode or the one after that, I think it's the next episode, that it's his last episode. So he must not be AD, and I don't want him to die. I like Jason. I like the second actor that plays Jason instead of the first, if you even remember, it was a different actor. Peter is in this episode, and oh boy, is he mad and mean in this episode. Because all of a sudden, after Oya leaves the place, she leaves a box and there's a phone in there, and it's a recording of Mary and Peter, and they think that Mary's outside or in the house or something, but it's a recording.